It's the afternoon. It's today. What's today? Wednesday. It's Wednesday, March the 8th. I am so happy to see you because I am so pissed off about the information I came across today. You probably have already seen it, but let's just talk about it because it's frustrating and it just makes me so mad. So, what did you do today, March 8th? I'll tell you, I was at work, worked all day, everything was great, got in the truck to come home, and I want to listen to something as I drive, and so I see Nate Eaton has a video out about the Daybell trial, Lori's trial coming up, and how you can see it. And I know he just put a motion in to get cameras back in the trial, so I'm like, oh, I'll listen to this. Play. Have you heard it? We'll listen to it together. What the actual, frustrating, for real, frustrating. All right, so the judge issued orders for Lori Vallow Daybell's trial starting April 3rd. And it's kind of mind-blowing. Nate Eaton broke it down for us about how you can watch the trial. You, personally. Like, since the beginning of 2020 until September 2022, you were able to sit in your living room or your car or anywhere in the world and watch what was happening in the Lori Vallow Daybell and Chad Daybell case. And today, we find out how you and me can watch this trial. Listen up. You might miss your opportunity. All right, so the trial is being held in Ada County in Idaho. And Lori is being held in the Madison County Jail in Idaho. And so from what Nate tells us, the courtroom Nate says from what he hears, this is all hearsay, right? Nate says that the courtroom in Ada County isn't that big. And so if you want to go to the courthouse in Ada County and watch the trial, that's one option. But you just can't go, wait for those instructions. So you can go to Ada County, and if you can't fit in the courtroom, they're going to have an overflow room where a live TV broadcast will be broadcasting from the main courtroom to the overflow room in Ada County. The judge has also permitted the live broadcast from the Ada County courtroom to be broadcast to a courtroom back in Madison County, so that the people in Madison County, if they can't get to Ada County, they can go to the Madison County courtroom and watch that. There will be one courtroom assigned for watching the Lori Vallow Daybell trial in Madison County. And I read somewhere who the judge is. Maybe he'll tell us in a minute who's running that show, but let's keep going. So the court is going to have live cameras and audio being broadcast to the next courtroom over and over there to Madison County. And then the public, you and me and you, we get nothing. We can't listen to it live. We can't watch it live. And the media can't put a live stream in there for the audio. But the court will be recording it. There will be an audio file, but not one that the media has access to. Yeah, just wait. If you're interested in listening to the trial, Nate said, at the end of the hearing for the day, that the audio can be purchased for 25 cents a minute. Yeah, you didn't misunderstand me. That's right, 25 cents a minute. East Idaho News, Nate says he's going to provide the audio for us each and every day. They will pay the cost. They want to be able to present it to you and me. And How amazing is that? You know, I did the math for 10 weeks of trial, 8 hours a day. That's $6,000. We should do like some kind of like donate, where we all like donate whatever you want to donate, and get this $6,000 for East Idaho News. Tell me what you think about that, and I'll see if there's something we can do to make that happen. Why should East Idaho News have to take the brunt of that cost when we all want to see it? You know, even if it's $1, can you pay $1? Have you seen the TikToks where it's like, Venmo me $1 and I can pay my rent? We can get this video taken care of for Nate and East Idaho News, and we can all benefit. We could get this video taken care of for East Idaho News, and we can all benefit from it. So tell me what you think about that. All right. Oh my gosh, this is so mind-blowing. The judge says there will be no reserved seating. None. No media, no anybody, with the exception of the family. Now, is it the victim's family or the Lori Vallow Daybell's family? Like, can Melanie Boudreaux walk her ass up in there and watch the court as a part of the family? I don't know. But with that, Nate says you will go onto a website, and like the day before, so every day you would log on, go pick your seat if you can get into the real courtroom or the overflow courtroom or the Madison County courtroom. I just wonder how many people are actually going to, well, you know, with them doing it this way, they won't have the courthouse flooded with people trying to get in, like lining up at all hours of the night trying to get in. So that kind of sucks, because I'd like to see all the people trying to get in to show the judge how we want to see this. So that prevents that. Let's see what else Nate tells us. So it did clarify that there would be reserved seating for the victim's family and reserved seating for the defendant's family. So I guess if Melanie Boudreaux Pulowski wanted to walk her ass up in there, she could. She'd have a reserved seat, front row. Wonder. That's not gonna happen. All right. Nate doesn't even have a guaranteed spot, and that's kind of effed up. That's like, if the media can't be in the courtroom, who is going to report on what's going on? I wonder if there will be somebody there to draw the drawings, because we haven't had that. I think I saw a drawing where somebody in one of these groups sent their kid to the hearing and he drew some pictures and they were okay, but are we going to have somebody drawing pictures? Is that required in a trial that's not broadcast? Tell me. I don't know. Why not just show us what the hell is going on? Let's keep going. Nate said there can be no cameras, no still photos. He can have his laptop, so he'll be able to tweet and update East Idaho News, he said, probably about every 5 minutes if he gets a seat, because you have to pick your seat every day, and media is not guaranteed a seat. He also said they're looking into a sketch artist to draw us pictures like I was just talking about, so that's cool. Very cool. I didn't realize the trial wasn't starting April 3rd. It was my understanding that it was, and Nate just said that it's jury selection starting April 3rd, and that the trial, actual opening arguments won't start until about April 10th. Maybe a little sooner if they get all that wrapped up before then, but that's something I didn't know. Did you know that? I sure didn't. Maybe I should have.
10 weeks. Could be around 5, maybe 6. No cameras allowed in, and that's, that's what the judge decided.
The judge decided.
I have my own thoughts and opinions. I'm sure you know what they are, but we will not be able to have a camera in there or still cameras either. We won't be able to get any pictures. So we are exploring the possibility.
I was just listening to Nate wrap his video up, and he's talking about how he might not get a seat every day and how he's there to represent us and to report back to us. And so how unfortunate would that be if the media wouldn't or couldn't get a seat in the room that the trial was actually going on in? I mean, I guess the camera rooms would be okay, but they did talk about technical difficulties, and you know, it may glitch out or issues may come up where you may miss things. So I would hope anyone that was able to get their seat reserved in the courtroom where Lori Vallow Daybell will be sitting, and Nate Eaton didn't, for whatever reason, get the ticket. It was full, however that worked. He went to register as soon as it opened and it's full. I would hope someone would get up and let Nate come in so we can all know what's going on. That's my 2 cents. I want to say a couple more things about this, because when I heard this, when I was listening to this on my drive home, I just started crying. I was so mad. I was so mad, and I wish I was recording my video when I watched it the first time, because it just made me, I was so mad. It made me cry. And I don't want to cry, but how fucked up is it that when in September, let me get there, don't I have it?
Please hold is what I'm getting at.
All right, so back when the camera ban motion hearing was heard back September 15th, 2022, this is what Judge Boyce said. Listen closely.
Necessarily within the bounds of what access is permitted under our criminal rules and under the constitutional right of the public to attend. And the argument made, Idaho does not have a rule that requires the courtrooms to have cameras. It's discretionary with the court, and this court makes that decision. And if I decide we won't have cameras, then people come in and watch, like they have since these courts were started, back before cameras even existed and televised proceedings were able to occur. And at some point, if there is so much saturation that it presents a presumption of guilt, this has been argued, I think that's entirely possible to happen in a case, and I'll just tell you, I'm quite concerned about that happening here. You've named off 35 major media organizations, which tells me that there is a huge interest in putting all of the information out to as many people as possible, and we are trying to get this case to trial with a jury. And I'm just telling you my thoughts on this. I'm very concerned that this goes beyond access. This goes to creating a financial enterprise that revolves around this case. And that's not my primary objective. My objective is to ensure that there's a fair trial for these defendants. And so you can continue with your argument, but I will tell you I disagree with that last one.
Then, today, after saying that, he issues today's orders or rules that say, if you want to listen to the 10-week trial, you have to pay 25 cents a minute. What? 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 All right. It's disgusting to me. What are you thinking? It is just mind-blowing. I do want to tell you this was kind of funny. When I was looking to see what Justin Lum had said about this, I came across his previous post, which said, Lori is filing for, let's see, Lori Vallow motions to dismiss the death penalty. The citing reasons for this dismissal: media saturation, discovery violations, mental illness, and the state's lack of execution chemicals. Oh, I get that now. Anyway, it goes on to say, in quotes, the government wanting to kill a mentally ill person is a troubling thought. We don't kill witches in America anymore. And on that note, I will see you soon. I cry. Let's pause. How he's not guaranteed on audio and probably video would be $5 for the first 20 minutes. Is that the same thing? And that the media shouldn't get preferential. At the end of every day, well, it says, but you can't just go. But you, Nate Eaton, okay. Maybe that'll come out, I don't know, in the next 5 years. The court releases the trial of Lori Vallow Daybell. Anyway, I would hope someone would, tell me your thoughts.